Welcome everyone, I'm PoloMint Peeper and today we're looking at 2003's Dead End, a little known and largely forgotten horror flick that's about a family's car trip on Christmas Eve through a backwoods road in which every time they stop, someone gets killed. The movie stars Ray Wise of Twin Peaks fame, although modern audiences may know him better as Robin's dad on How I Met Your Mother. Also starring is Lynn Shay, who you may know as the teacher in Nightmare on Elm Street and most recently the psychic from the Insidious movies. They both play the parents to Richard, an annoying wank, and Marion, who, for some reason, has her boyfriend Brad in tow. The movie begins with a topical Marilyn Manson joke.
Dad, I can't find my Marilyn Bronson CD.
Marilyn Manson?
Well, whatever her name is.
She's a guy, Dad.
Marilyn? A guy?
I'm fairly sure by 2003 standards that reference was dated. Everyone has fallen asleep and the father, while driving, joins them. They narrowly avoid an oncoming vehicle and stop to make sure the car is alright.
The son of a bitch didn't even stop.
It's here that it's revealed that they haven't travelled this road before.
I thought we could take the back way for a change.
What's wrong with the interstate? We've taken it for years.
I was bored.
With the car and everyone appearing to be okay, they get on their way to the set of Lost Highway, apparently. Clearly not satisfied with having one of David Lynch's actors, they must have his movie intros too. Everyone starts getting ratty with each other.
Jesus Lord, do you have to suck on it like that?
With Richard mainly getting on everyone's tits.
Shut up, Richard.
Or some macaroni and dick cheese.
Richard, that's disgusting.
But Mom, there really is a cheese called dick cheese. The Chinese make it.
We have more film homages, this time The Shining. They try to pass the time by carol singing.
Through the snow, in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
It was good, but certainly no.
Maresy dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you?
Much better. Their drive is interrupted when they spot a lady in white by the side of the road, believing it to be someone in need of help. We have a suspenseful look around before a... wait for it... yes, a jump scare. To be fair, there isn't too many cheap jump scares in this movie, I will give it that. The lady appears to be injured and is clutching a baby. They do the sensible thing of course. Chuck their daughter out the car to make room for the stranger and tell Marion to hike back to a wee ranger's cabin they passed earlier. It's not the tiniest of cars, I'm sure they could have squeezed in. Even if that wasn't a possibility, surely have one of the men walk back, or, better yet, stick Richard in the boot. Just don't get that at all. Also, during that whole 2-minute scene, Richard is of course being a dick, but I'm fairly sure he corpses here.
Breathe in slowly through your nose and out deeply through your ass.
Richard.
It's alright, Miss Harrington.
Marion is having a crafty fag while the others are being weirded out by the strange lady. They get to the cabin and go to explore while leaving the lady and baby in the car with Brad. Where is Richard, you ask? Well, he's nipped off into the woods to have a wank. He's quite literally a wanker. While Richard's giving himself a 5-knuckle shuffle, Marion is talking to herself.
Times together, but I think we need to go on with our lives.
Trying to word how she will break up with Brad. Don't worry folks, this is all literally pointless and goes nowhere. The woman in white asks Brad to hold her baby. He thinks what we, the audience, have been thinking since we've seen this baby.
How does she breathe with all this blanket on her face?
Don't worry. She's dead.
That's a good one.
Having his curiosity more than piqued, he has a look at the baby.
Oh my god!
Oh come on! Did we really have to see Richard's cum face? Fuck's sake. They get back to the car only to find Brad gone, along with the woman and her dead baby. Further up the road, Marion sees a vehicle approaching. I actually quite like that shot, even though it is a little silly.
I got Brad!
What are you talking about?
I saw Brad in a car. We've got to go.
What car?
We've got to go.
So they give chase till they finally come across Brad. Or what's left of Brad. They poke his remains with a stick.
He's dead! He's definitely dead!
They try his phone but can only get the audio from the PT demo. It's a ghost phone. A phone for phoning ghosts.
We can't leave him here like this.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the best moment of the movie.
Drag his body off to the side of the road.
Jesus, what do I look like, your fucking janitor?
Okay, maybe not the best moment, but it did make me chuckle when that happened. Marion has went into some sort of shock state, and her mother decides that she too will get in on this slapping lark.
Wake up, wake up, wake up! Laura, stop!
They get back in the car and continue driving. They pass a sign that reads Marcotte, but that place name isn't anywhere on the map. They soon notice that the car's clock and their watches have all stopped at 7:30.
Oh, come on.
Can you tell what the twist is yet?
I have a theory, and I want you to hear me out, okay? Brad is dead. I mean, his body is mutilated, and God only knows how it got that way. We're the only people out here, and all the clocks have stopped at 7:30. This reeks of alien activity, you guys.
Oh, it's a swing and a miss. Suddenly, a wild baby carriage appears.
What is that? God, Laura, stop yelling at my
Richard,
ear.
Richard, come back here!
Seriously, this is the time he chooses for that joke? I mean, it's a shit joke at the best of times. Richard, trying to outdo himself, decides to try and help Marion snap out of it by telling her of what really happened to her old pet hamster.
You remember when your hamster disappeared? I told you you'd been abducted by aliens? Well, I lied. Okay? It was me. Me and Kevin, we stuck it in the microwave and we fried it.
Seriously? What an absolute wank. The dad decides that this is as good as time as any to start boozing and opens a gift-wrapped whiskey bottle. Back on the road, they try the radio station.
Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Jesus, that really was like PT.
There was no talk show.
Okay, not really, but admit it, that would be a pretty awesome twist. The parents are then arguing over in-laws and such when one of the tyres blow out. This, for some reason, knocks Marion out of her coma-like state and says,
I'm pregnant.
Richard, clearly not wanting to be outdone, then says,
I smoke pot.
they all pile out the car while the wheel gets swapped. Thankfully, Richard has only went to the woods for a smoke.
Oh man, I hope it's a boy. What's up, little critter? I'm your Uncle Dick. That means you better show me some respect. Huh? Or I will fuck you up.
This is exactly what I'm like as an uncle. Bully the Waynes. Oh, wait, no, I don't, because I'm not a fucking arsehole. As Richard is dicking around in the woods, the lady in white appears. He doesn't think any of this is weird and goes to make out with her. I knew of a lad once who got his lip badly bitten by a lassie. True story. She gets naked, he screams at, well, I'm not sure, as we the audience are never shown and it's never brought up again.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Richard has been taken, what should we have done? I don't care. They chase after the car but instead find Richard's body in the side of the road. Notice a pattern yet? This sends the mother over the edge and she starts acting crazy. She also reveals that
Richard is not your son.
after that revelation, I'm sure Ray Wise is absolutely delighted, they are back in the car and she's now in full blown crazy mode. Also, she turns into a master troll.
I made a drawing of Brad. This was his leg that was hanging out. It's for you.
After eating all that pie, the mother then needs to pull over to puke. One of the gifts, handily, is a shotgun, but somehow ends up in the hands of the crazy mother, who then shoots poor old Ray Wise in the leg.
Holy shit! The bitch shot me in the leg!
Marion bandages him up and they set off. Wait, he's driving? Really? A wounded leg and swigging a bottle of whiskey? I don't care how bad a driver she is, Marion should be taking the wheel. They pull over because, well, they're running out of actual options, I guess, and the movie needs to lower the body count still. But first, we get this.
As soon as we get out of here, you can do anything you want to me, darling. And I mean anything.
Ew, gross.
Anyway, you're waving.
Back in the car, and the mother is seeing sad people on the side of the road.
Oh my goodness, why do they look so sad? This is Christmas Eve. Smile!
Gotta admit, that is kinda creepy. The mother is then wanting out the car and decides she ain't waiting for it to stop. She leaves with gusto. They go looking for her and instead find the black hearse.
It's the black car.
You son of a bitch.
This time, however, Ray Wise is on the right end of the shotgun and shoots at the car till it slowly rolls away, revealing injured wife. She then fingers herself to death?
Alan! Oh, finally!
Stop!
Alan!
No! Stop! Stop!
Ray Wise then goes to take his own life, but Marion stops him. That was pretty funny. They put the mother's corpse in the back seat and then head off, with Marion finally deciding she will have a go at this driving nonsense. Ray then gets the idea of trying to walk their way out of this.
We don't have to drive. To get to Marcotte, maybe there's another way out.
Like what, Dad? Flying?
No. Walking.
But they just end up back at the car, of course.
No! No, it can't be!
So they set off again. This time Ray is making a list.
What are you writing?
Things I want to do when this is over.
So?
Okay, movie, that again was pretty funny. They come across the ranger's cabin again and go to investigate it for something useful again. This time the lights are not working, so Marion goes to the car while Ray fumbles around with matches. Marion comes rushing back to a frenzied Ray Wise, and if she knew any better, you don't go near a frenzied Ray Wise. He's the most lethal lassie basher there is in this state.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Oh, God damn you!
He's knocked Marion out and then rampages into the forest to tackle the lady in white. And that's the last we see of Ray Wise.
Have a nice Christmas!
Marion awakes to ghostly figures surrounding the car. We hear what I think is the mother's voice saying this.
He's dead.
She drives and drives until the car finally runs out of petrol. She begins to walk when I can only assume she sees her father's corpse in the trees. Either that or the predator's been through here. Further along, she comes across a line of body bags containing her loved ones and Richard. The hearse pulls up and the lady in white appears.
He's not here for you.
And here's the twist.
Shh, don't try to talk. Everything's gonna be okay now. Just try to get some rest, okay? I'm pregnant. It's all right, Marion. We know. Both of you are gonna be fine.
Yeah, turns out they actually hit the car at the start and her family died in the car crash. She was thrown from the window and managed to survive. It was the lady in white's car they hit and she and her baby had died as well. Cut to creepy guy in black who explains that he was the first to come across the accident. The reason there was a signpost called Marcotte is because the doctor was called Marcotte, I guess. Dr. Marcotte's car doesn't start and the stranger in black offers her a lift. It's revealed that he drives a black hearse. Wait, so are they implying that he is actually death? Or maybe the reason the dead members of Marion's family all saw the car as they were dying and subconsciously saw the car as evil, something like that maybe? But before you have any time to figure it out, we have guys here cleaning the aftermath of the accident who then find Ray Wise's list. So that means it all really physically happened the way we were shown? I don't get it. Dead End is a very average horror movie with far too few scares, and I find it succeeds more at its comedy than horror. If, like me, you're a fan of Ray Wise, then it's quite watchable. But yeah, very meh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye!
You've had dick cheese before, right, Brad?